Today's game on KFJB-TV is sponsored by First Rate Real Estate, Ackland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Assured Partners, Brown's Shoefit, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, Eye Care Associates, Hy-Vee Marshalltown, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, Marshalltown School District, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, Sports Plus, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Wayward Social, Wells Fargo Advisors.
Welcome into News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM, as well as KFJB-TV. I'm Zach Tomesch, and we're in watching the Nevada Cubs visiting our Marshalltown Bobcats right here on KFJB-TV.
Left field line, out of here, a home run right on cue. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. 0-1 is drilled to left center field. Back goes the left fielder, and it is out of here. Puts one over the right field fence, and the Bobcats lead it.
The Marshalltown Bobcats are hosting the Nevada Cubs tonight in softball right here on KFJB-TV. I'm Zach Tomesch alongside our radio producer, Jeff Brooks. Our on-site producer here, we have David Brega, as well as our cameraman, Keith Stewart, out there. The Nevada Cubs coming in with a record of 9-18 today, and they'll be taking on the Bobcats, who lost their last two games that we saw right here on KFJB-TV to the Mason City Riverhawks. They now stand at 15-20 on the season. The last couple of games between these two teams, dating back to 2024, the Bobcats have won the last two games. So they've won 11-3, and then last year won 11-0. So that is in the favor of the Bobcats. As well as the recent games, Bobcats are 3-2 in the last five, where the Nevada Cubs, they are on a bit of a losing streak here as they've lost each of their last five games. So tonight we're going to see Elise Sorum pitching up against Briley Danielson here, so it'll be a battle. 8th grader versus a junior tonight, as we've seen a lot of Briley Danielson right here on KFJB-TV. We'll get to our Sandvik starting lineups here, but first, coming up, we got our Cat Connection, all presented by State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency in Marshalltown, mtownproud.com. Let's get to that, as we're going to have a special ceremony as well ahead of the game here this evening. You're watching softball on KFJB-TV.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The Cat Connection, powered by State Farm, mtownproud.com.
It is our Cat Connection, all brought to you by Tyler Pashong, State Farm, mtownproud.com. Here with Kendall Brummel for the Marshalltown Bobcats, Jr. for the Cats. And Kendall,
if you had your pick, if you could get the starting lineup in your hands, what position would you be playing out there on the softball field?
Third, or definitely not catcher. Yeah.
Kendall said right before we started, don't ask anything about a catcher because I am not a catcher. But it is a position that you play, and you're continually kind of working on it. What's the biggest thing out there being a catcher in your mind that is like, man, I got to really concentrate on that and work on it because you kind of got the whole game in your hands back there behind the plate?
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is making sure to catch the ball. Sometimes I think before, like when there's a runner at first, I just want to throw her out, but I have to catch the ball first.
And, I caught back in the day when I was a little bit younger. I always felt it harder to catch when people are swinging versus just a pitch coming in there. That whole thing with the bat coming in the way. When you look at it, you're kind of in the leadoff spot a lot this year from what we've seen. You're 9-9 on the base paths. What's it take to be a good leadoff hitter? Get yourself aboard, and then also put yourself in scoring position out there.
I think the biggest thing is just to see pitches and try to get on base so that Emma and Briley and anybody who's in second can get me home.
What's better, scoring a 3 or having the perfect maybe slap hit to the other side and getting aboard?
Scoring a 3.
We saw you all year on the basketball floor. You were kind of out the first portion of basketball, and then you came in, and it just like the whole season, it felt like you just kept getting better as the season went along. I felt like you've done that with all the sports that we've seen you in, as volleyball as well in the mix, here on the softball diamond as well. What's it kind of on your side, the importance of improving and being a good teammate?
I think that as the seasons go along, I make better connections, so it's easier to improve, and I just want to be the best for my team.
Now, I grew up in a military home, so I moved around a lot and changed schools. You're celebrating 1 year now as a Bobcat, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like you've been here forever. It seems like you blended in really well with all the different teammates. How fun is it to be a Bobcat and be here at Marshalltown and playing all these activities with others?
Yeah, I think everybody's just like accepting, so it's pretty fun and easy to go along with everybody, so that's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you're involved in a lot. Tell me about everything you're doing during the school year.
Basketball, volleyball, softball, and track this year.
All right. And anything else? I mean, outside of keeping the grades up?
Student council and FCCLA.
Oh.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, well, geez, that's enough to keep anybody busy right there. Last question for you. What's your favorite moment so far this year for softball season that you've had, whether it's traveling or home games? What's it been so far?
I think the team, maybe Briley, she's a pretty fun. I like when the song Wobble comes on during games, yeah.
You mean the Yin Yang Twins Wobble?
Yeah.
That's in my wheelhouse, like back. I didn't know that song was still even going.
Yeah, it gets us pretty hyped in the dugout.
Maybe I'll see if I can get past some copyright, and that'll be the intro for this video.
All right.
Thanks, Kendall.
You're welcome.
All right, that is Kendall Brummel with our Cat Connection, all powered by Tyler Prashong, State Farm, mtownproud.com.
From the 2018 tornado to the 2020 derecho, Marshalltown has faced adversity, but our community has become stronger and M-Town proud. At Tyler Prashong State Farm Agency in Marshalltown, we have options for home, auto, life, and business. Our goal is to give you choices that impact in a positive way. As we have found out firsthand, life is never predictable, but you should always be prepared. Head to mtownproud.com to see how we can best fit your needs. We'd love to talk to you about what makes you M-Town proud.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social. And that's just on the inside. Step outside and enjoy patio life at Gutter Point with drinks, shuffleboard, live music, and fun atmosphere. Follow Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to plan your next visit to the place for fun.
No, that's not the Womble. That's our national anthem there as we get ready to play a little softball here at the Marshalltown High School Softball Complex. We've got our Sandvik starting lineups. Let Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups for Nevada. We got Jory Hillman. She's the stud at the top of the lineup. Nicole Whitrig, followed by Hope Casey, Jaden Malone, Tempe Karsrud, Brynlyn Hill, Olivia Clausen, Addison Good, and followed that up by Isla Martin there in the 9-hole for the Bobcats. We got Bristol Davis, Abby Jansen, Briley Danielson, Faith Summerlot, Emma Stupp, Lauren O'Neill, Hannah Osgood, Olivia Wise, and Leah Graves tonight. Coming up after this, we'll get keys to the game in the top of the first inning. You're watching Bobcat Softball here on KFJB-TV.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
The following is a presentation of Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV.
And welcome into News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM, also KFJB-TV. We're at the top of the first inning, all powered by Van Wall. Van Wall Equipment of Marshalltown for everything John Deere, including equipment, parts, and service. See Van Wall Equipment today, your clear first choice. Up first for the Nevada Cubs, we have Jory Hillman, who just quick strike one from Briley Danielson, the junior. Hillman coming in today, batting .521 with a .593 on base percentage. She has 4 home runs on the season, as well as 7 doubles, 1 triple, only 13 RBIs though. We now sit at a 1-1 count. Danielson, the junior on the mound for the Bobcats. We saw her last week against Mason City as she throws a ball there, 2-1 count. Danielson now up to 84 and a 2/3 innings pitched. She has a .321 batting average against, 126 hits allowed, but she got 75 strikeouts so far in the season. She fires in there. That's ball number 3. That 75 strikeouts is against 61 walks here, almost a 1-to-1 ratio. As you never want to see the first batter walked in the game. Hillman does have a good eye. She does take that one high, but it's called a strike there. Hillman has been walked 9 times to only being struck out 6 times this season. The Cubs coming in 9-18. Bobcats stand at 15-20 as that one is hit right back to Danielson. Fields it fine. Throws it over to Stupp at first base there. Now let's take a look at our keys to the game. Today's keys to the game are sponsored by First Rate Real Estate, FirstRateTeam.com. For the Bobcats, make the defense move. Get the ball in play. Make the Nevada Cubs get you out. Don't get out by striking out at the plate. Then for the Nevada Cubs, nothing free. You can't give up free base runners to the Bobcats. You got to have a clean slate both as a pitcher and in the field. So no errors, no hit by batters, nothing free for them tonight, or they don't want to give up anything free, as Whitrig is now up to bat here, playing second base for the Cubs. 1-1 count after 2 pitches. Whitrig, a senior, batting .200 on the season, .360 on base percentage, 4 RBIs, 6 steals. 1 out, though, for the Cubs. It was just a quick dribbler back to Danielson, the pitcher. As Whitrig takes that one, 2-1 count. Cubs on a bit of a losing streak as they've lost their last 5 games, trying to get that elusive 10th win of the season tonight. As Whitrig fouls that one off down the first baseline, and we'll reset this time with a 2-2 count. Bobcats are sitting at 15-20. We'll be playing playoff baseball at the end of this week, or softball, excuse me. As Danielson fires in here. That one up in the zone, but Whitrig fouls it off. And we'll reset 2-2 count. Bobcats will have a doubleheader tomorrow up in Waterloo, but Des Moines East visiting on Thursday for a Region 3 quarterfinal. Danielson fires in, up in the zone again, but that one's hit right at Bristol Davis playing second base tonight. Davis and Wise switch second and third base tonight, so she's able to corral that one out for a line out. So we take a look here at our Tyler Prashong State Farm replay at mtownproud.com. Danielson winds and throws this one inside. Ball 1 to Hope Casey, freshman. Batting 300, 333 on base percentage. 15 RBIs on the year. With 9 runs, 5 steals. She is the designated player batting for the pitcher for the Cubs. As she fouls that one off, now it's a 1-1 count. It may not be temperature-wise as warm as last week against Mason City, but without that even slight breeze, even some of the coaches were commenting on how warm it is before the game. That one is now chopped back. Foul ball, 1-2 count to Casey, the freshman. Bobcats, if they can shut down really 1 through 4 here, 1 through 5. 1 through 4, they can really kind of take care of the Cubs as Danielson gets strike 3, a swinging strike to finish the top of the first inning right here on KFJB-TV. We'll be seeing the Bobcats up to bat, top of the order. We got Davis, Jansen, Danielson coming up after this.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Gear up for game day with Atlet Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Atlet Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available.
We're now in the bottom of the first inning, all powered by Van Wall Equipment of Marshalltown. From lawn and turf equipment to agriculture and construction solutions, your clear first choice. Well, 1-2-3. It was a nice clean inning for the Bobcats there as they get a ground out to the pitcher, lined out to Davis at second base, and then a swinging strikeout by Casey there. It's now top of the lineup for the Bobcats as we'll see the 8th grader Bristol Davis up. She's batting .267 with a .290 on base percentage, but once she gets on base, she typically comes around and scores as she's got 24 hits and 16 runs on the year. Davis watches that one up for strike 1. It appears this umpire is like to the upper portion of the zone so far earlier in the game. An adjustment last week against Mason City. The umpire didn't want anything high. Davis swings there at the second pitch, fouled off of her while she's still in the batter's box. So we'll reset for 0-2 count this time. Davis was catching in that JV game. Now playing second base in this game. As out there for the Cubs as Davis swings through that one. That is the first out. And a strikeout for Elise Sorum, the 8th grader for the Nevada Cubs. Up next now we have Abby Jansen, the junior. Jansen batting .271 with the .369 on base percentage. She fouls the first one off. That one misses the stadium stands. We'll reset a 1 count. Sorum has the most innings pitched for the Cubs this year at 87 1/3. Batting average against .279 with a .545 ERA. So she is allowing a few runs throughout the season as the next two go for a ball. It's a 2-1 count. Jansen, the junior, having herself a productive year. 18 strikeouts, 11 walks as she watches that one go by for a strike. 2-2 count. Jansen catching tonight. We saw Kendall Brummel with our Cat Connection. She is actually out of town and not here this evening as Jansen pops that one up and just barely goes foul. Hits the top of the fence there and shoots into the stands. So 2-2 count still to Jansen. As she digs back in to the right side of the plate here. It's a beautiful night. And Jansen fouls that one off as we can see our camera shaking off the back fence there. If we just maybe 10 degrees cooler, it would be perfect. I'm getting a lot of thumbs up, but I think the press box is also maybe 10 degrees warmer than it is outside. As Jansen dribbles that one right back to the pitcher. So 1-3 ground out, a swinging strikeout. All we need is a line out to the second baseman, and we got the same thing for both halves of the inning. Up next here is the 3-hole hitter and the pitcher tonight for the Bobcats, Briley Danielson. Elise Sorum, the 8th grader pitching for the Cubs. You never want to give up a hit to your counterpart there as Danielson swings through the first pitch, a fastball. I guess Sorum's showing her what she's got. Sorum has a 1.67 whip, so while a higher ERA doesn't always allow a ton of base runners. Danielson fouls that one off against the back post. 50 strikeouts for Sorum to 24 walks. As it's now 0-2 count to Danielson, the junior. Sorum fires in just a bit low, so 1-2 count. Danielson putting together a good junior season as well, batting .371, .445 on base percentage. She fouls another one off here. She's foul. All 3 strikes have been a foul ball, so she's at least seeing it well. Danielson, she has 11 strikeouts to 12 walks, 14 steals. When she gets on base, she runs more than any Bobcat on the team. As she fouls off that one a bit high, but the count sticks at 1-2. Danielson making her counterpart work a little bit here. There is no trees on the field, so no shade out there for them. As actually Danielson had fouled off so many balls, we had to wait for more balls to be checked in for play. And Sorum now fires in. That one is a ball. 2-2 count. Danielson steps out, grabs her, gets her head back in the game, and makes contact, grounds it to the shortstop, Hillman, who fields it cleanly, and that's a 6-3 ground out there. 1, 2, 3 inning For the Cubs in the field, we'll move on to the second inning, and we'll see Jaden Malone, Tempe Kersrud, and Brylan Hill up to bat.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
Welcome back to KFJB-TV. We got the Nevada Cubs visiting the Marshalltown Bobcats here. 1-2-3 inning for both teams in that first inning. Moving on to the second inning now, where we're going to see Jaden Malone up for the Nevada Cubs. And Malone having herself a good senior season, batting .333 with a .412 on base percentage. 12 strikeouts to 9 walks. After Malone, we'll see Kersrud and then Hill for the Cubs. Riley Danielson digs back into the circle for the Bobcats as another high one there, but she gets the strike call as 0-1 count here. Malone playing third base for the Cubs. She grounds that one right down the third baseline. Well, we said it in our keys to the game. The Bobcats got to make the Cubs work. They put 2 of the 3 balls in play, all fielded cleanly. And the Cubs didn't give up any free bases there in that first inning. Danielson throws that one in low. Looks like the low ball will not be called a strike tonight. That strike zone looks to be moved up a little bit with this umpire. Malone has 3 doubles so far this season, 14 RBIs as well. But she is the power hitter for him. She's got 7 home runs. Let me double check that. Excuse me, she has 2 home runs. I didn't think that was correct. They have 7 as a team. As that one up high, 2-2 count now. Malone and Hillman are the 2 power hitters, as Hillman's got 4 home runs for the Cubs in the leadoff spot. Malone 2 here in the cleanup role as she fouls that one off. 45 hits this year, though, so she does get on base. Danielson takes a deep breath, now walks back to the rubber here as she loads on this 2-2 count. Fires away. Malone swings through that one. Last 2 batters have swung through. Strike 3 for Danielson. 2 strikeouts tonight. I'll now bring up Tempe Kersrud. She's a freshman for the Cubs. Batting .281, .379 on base percentage. 5 doubles so far this season. 15 strikeouts to 8 walks as she watches strike 1 on the outside corner there. Kersrud, a lefty here. First baseman as well. We'll have to look if she's a lefty in the field too. As she swings through the second pitch, 0-2 count. Danielson could be looking for 3 strikeouts in a row. Finished the first inning with the strikeout, started inning number 2. Both swinging strikeouts as she winds and throws in. That one low and outside, must have been a bit lower than the first one, so that'll go for ball 1. 1-2 count. Looking at Danielson, now up to 77 strikeouts on the year. Stupp, we celebrated in the last game as she passed the 100 strikeout mark. Danielson throws outside, 2-2 count. Stupp up to 107 now on the season. Danielson gets set here for the 2-2 count to Tempe Kersrud. As the first baseman swings through it, that's now 3 strikeouts, all 3 on swing and misses. Brindley Hill now up to bat, the 8th grader for the Cubs. Hill batting .270, .365 on base percentage. 20 hits this year, no home runs though, only 5 doubles and a triple. She does have 5 stolen bases as well as she watches ball 1. Danielson has really settled in now with 3 strikeouts, all 3 on swing and misses. Both of the corner defenders are right at the base and just take a couple steps right in front of it, but they're both sitting right on the line. The middle is wide open, the way that the defense is set up. They must be expecting a slow ground ball here. As Danielson fires in, that one is up in the air, 1-1 count. 2-1 count. Davis playing second base tonight. We've seen Wise do a really good job of getting in the right position and covering first base when Stupp fields those short dribblers. As Danielson throws in there, that looked good and was called a strike. So 2-2 count. Can she get 3 in this inning? That's what she's looking for as she steps back on the rubber here. Brindley Hill watches strike 3. That's the first backwards K tonight. 3 up, 3 strikeouts for Danielson. She now has 4 on the day. The Bobcats will be up. Faith Summerlot leading off right here on KFJB-TV.
At Lennox Employees Credit Union, you're more than a member, you're family. Since 1948, we've been helping members and their families save more, borrow smarter, and reach their financial goals. Whether it's a low-rate auto loan, a mortgage that feels manageable, or simply a savings account that grows with you, we're here to make banking simple and stress-free. Discover the credit union difference today. Visit Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main in Marshalltown, where people helping people is more than a motto, it's who we are. Learn more at lennoxecu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com.
Danielson has settled in on the mound as she struck out the last 4 batters she faced. 3 up, 3 strikeouts for her in that last half inning. Faith Summerlot will now be leading off for the Marshalltown Bobcats here in the bottom of the first inning, followed by Emma Stupp, Lauren O'Neill. Right here in the middle of the lineup, as Dylan and I talked about a little bit last week, splitting up Riley Danielson and Emma Stupp here with Faith Summerlot, so they're not back-to-back. Seems to be the strategy so far, or this season, with Coach Madeline Dahlke. Faith Summerlot here, she digs in on the right side of the plate, batting .280, swings at the first pitch. That one is hit right to the right fielder, Isla Martin out there. So that is a fly out to the number 9 player. Now we got Emma Stupp, the junior, having herself a great year. Batting .488, .596 on base percentage, 40 hits. 8 of those have been home runs, so 1 out of 5 goes over the fence as she watches ball 1 here. 1 out of 5 go over the fence for Stupp, and then, she's got 29 RBIs, 12 doubles as well, so half of her hits are either a home run or a double. There's that one. She swings through for a strike. 1-1 count here to Stupp. Plays a great first base as well for the Bobcats and has had a great year pitching. As I mentioned earlier, she's gotten past that 100 strikeout mark at 107 on the season as she watches there Another ball go by. 2-1 count here as Sorum throws it in. Step makes contact and pulls it foul out of play. That's just a long strike there, so 2-2 count. Step, we've seen a couple home runs this year on KFJB-TV. Just about every time we've had a game, and it's almost like she heard us talking about it, because there it is. Home run, Emma Stupp. Right on cue. Stupp puts the Cats up now 1-0. What a moonshot. She got all of that one, as the kids say, barreled. Let's take a look at our replay presented by State Farm, Tyler Pershong Agency, mtownproud.com, and yep, she got every piece of that ball going right over the fence there. Probably had to be another 200-foot shot for Stupp. As we're talking about, 1 out of 5 goes over the fence. That's going to improve that ratio. Up next here we have the junior Lauren O'Neill. She's batting .219 with a .306 on base percentage. She gets on base though. She likes to steal with 6 on the year as she watches ball 1 go by. Sorum, only 1 strikeout so far. Let's see how much that home run shakes her confidence, as O'Neill is able to get a piece of that one and fouls it off. 1-1 count. The 8th grader Sorum digs in, fires. That one was high, but Blue didn't like it, so 2-1 count this time. Sorum 7-9 on the year. As she fires in, and O'Neill makes contact and hits a shot out to right field, but that one also a long strike. She's making contact here. It's always good to see. She's seeing the ball out of the hand. 2-2 count this time to O'Neill. Bobcats now up 1-0 as O'Neill fouls another one off here, so we'll reset. Bobcat scoreboard all brought to you by your Marshalltown Hy-Vee up there. I like to always see you with the Cats in the lead. As we dig in, O'Neill has fouled off a few pitches, watches that one. That one caught the edge of the plate there. O'Neill doesn't like it, but strike 3 is called. 2 outs now. I'll bring up the junior Hannah Osgood, playing out in left field today. The catcher was doing a good job of what we like to call framing on that one. Pulling that ball in to get the strike call. Osgood swings through, strike 1. Osgood batting .200, .288 on base percentage. Take a look at that strike 3 call again. You can see the catcher, yeah, she really frames that pitch in as Osgood watches ball 1. 1-1 count. So Osgood digs in as Sorum fires. Sorum now 2 strikeouts on the day. Osgood with a 1-2 count. We've had so many foul balls that, again, needed to reload the umpire there. Means the girls are making contact. We just got to get them to go straight like Stups was. 1-2 count here. Osgood makes contact. This one's in foul territory, but Malone unable to field it there. So, again, just a foul ball. We'll reset. 1-2 count. Both O'Neill and Osgood seeing the ball well and able to, I guess, yeah, Stupp also had some foul balls too. He's making the pitcher work for it a little bit as Sorum throws it up high in the zone. Osgood flies that one, or pops that one right to the second baseman there, Whitrig, as that'll be the third out for the Bobcats here. But Stupp, big home run here to put the Bobcats on the board in the second inning. We go to the third inning. Cats up 1 on News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM.
Gear up for game day with Atlet Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Atlet Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available.
Eat at Legends American Grill in Marshalltown and support the Bobcats when you order the Bobcat Burger. 2 juicy quarter-pound beef patties stacked with crispy bacon, sautéed onions, and a mouth-watering blend of American, cheddar, Jack, and Swiss cheeses, all on a toasted bun with fresh shredded lettuce. And here's the best part. $1 from every Bobcat burger sold goes to Marshalltown High School activities. Satisfy your burger craving and support the Bobcats at the same time. Only at Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
A big home run from Emma Stupp to put the Cats on the board here. They're up 1-0 as she gets all of this one here. Emma Stupp with now her 9th home run on the season. Olivia Clausen up to bat now for the Nevada Cubs here at the top of the third inning. Clausen comes in today batting .224 with a .325 on base percentage. Watches strike 1 go by. Danielson has seen or put down all 3 batters in that last inning via strikeout. Has actually gotten 4 strikeouts in a row as that one is in the dirt, 1-1 count. Always good to see the Bobcats take the lead. Emma Stupp is having herself a great junior year. Clausen makes contact. That one flies out. Davis bobbles it, but able to make the catch still. As that one is flied out. Davis not normally the second baseman, but playing there. Her and Wise has switched spots, second and third, and she sees it off the bat here as we take a look at our replay. Davis, we'll see her play a little hot potato with it. Up, but she's able to catch it in. That replay all presented by State Farm, Tyler Pershong Agency, mtownproud.com. So that is the first out for the Bobcats here in inning number 3. Addison Good now up, the 8-hole hitter. She's a senior this year, batting .222 with a .243 on base percentage. Watches ball 1 go by. Danielson fires in there. Good, makes contact. Foul ball. 1-1 count now. Good, digs into the right side of the plate there. The right-handed batter's box, I should say. Watches that one, 2-1 count. Good in her senior year. Danielson, a junior this year, did end that strikeout streak at 4. That one is dribbled right back up the middle. Fielded by O'Neill at shortstop, but the throw not quite in time. That was a slow dribbler. Got past Danielson, and O'Neill really had to come in charging hot for that one. Unable to get the throw over in time. That's the first hit for the Cubs tonight. Good gets the first hit. That'll bring up the number 9-hole hitter, Isla Martin. Martin, a junior, looking to lay down a bunt as, well, Good takes off for second base, and she gets it there. But Martin is charged with a strike as she wasn't able to pull the bunt back in time. Martin so far this year batting .146 with a .205 on base percentage as she lays down a bunt right to third base. Wise charging there, able to get the throw. Runner, though, Good moves to third base, but Wise makes the wise decision there and gets the 5-3 out. I'll now bring up Jory Hillman. This is their Big bat in the lineup as she came in today batting .521, but she did hit that slow dribbler back to the pitcher to start the game here. So Danielson has gotten her out once as Hillman fouls that one off. Hillman, a junior. I would imagine Danielson and Hillman have probably seen each other a lot throughout their time playing softball in Central Iowa. It's an 0-1 count here. Danielson fires in. Hillman pops that one, hits the top of the dugout for the Bobcats. A very empty dugout for the Bobcats, as just about everybody's going to see some playing time today. 0-2 count now, Danielson to Hillman. The battle of the juniors here. As Danielson fires in. That one fouled in third base territory, but a lot of hustle out of O'Neill and Wise there. Neither of them could get there in time. Osgood running in as well, but kind of in no man's land for all of them. So still 0-2 count here. Danielson looking to end all 3 innings with a strikeout. She can get Hillman to swing and a miss here. Hillman only has 6 strikeouts on the season to 9 walks, so she does see the ball well as she fouls off another one, and we're battling right now. As here we go, we got to get filled up with some more balls for the umpire because both teams have just been fouling the ball out of play. We can't get it in the 90 degrees that we need in play. As Danielson now fires that one up and away. As play at the plate and out at the plate. Cats are able to get the third out. Not your typical way here, as Good caught stealing home. Thought it might have been a little lazy throwback here. Well, Jansen fires down to third. I think they were looking for a blocking call, but nothing called there. Bobcats escape with a caught stealing home there. And we'll get to the bottom of the third inning right here on KFJB-TV.
Looking for top-notch eye care close to home? Eye Care Associates, with offices in Marshalltown, Conrad, and Toledo, has proudly served Central Iowa since 1990. Their expert team provides eye exams for all ages, designer frames, contact lens fittings, and treatment for glaucoma, cataracts, and other eye conditions. With advanced technology, a welcoming staff, and convenient online booking, your next visit is easier than ever. Visit VisionSource-MarshalltownEyeCare.com today. Eye Care Associates, your vision is their priority.
We're going to take a look at that replay presented by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com. We see Jansen there fire down to third base. She's fielding the ball. I wouldn't necessarily say she's blocked home plate at all. I think that was a good call there, or I guess no call by the umpire. We take a different angle here as Wise scoots up so she can get a shorter throw and is able to fire back in time there. Well, that's out number 3. Bobcats are up 1-0. We're going to lead off with the sophomore, Olivia Wise. Then we'll get to the 9-hole hitter, Leah Graves. Then it's back to the top of the lineup, Bristol Davis in the hole. So Wise, she's batting .375 with a .457 on base percentage. And really kind of come on here towards the second half of the season. I want to remind you that production of today's game is made possible by the Home Rental Center in Marshalltown. NeedItRentIt.net. Wise steps into the right batter's box as she watches that one go high for a ball. Sorum still digging in out there in the pitcher's circle for the Cubs. The 8th grader fires in. As that one is also high. Ball number 2, 2-0 count. As Wise makes contact here, lifts this one to right center as the right fielder, Martin, able to field that one for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Leah Graves, sophomore for the Bobcats. Graves sitting at 152 with a 263 on base percentage. She's got 19 strikeouts to 5 walks. We do have an update for our USA Soccer. It's a 2-1 good guys, or 2-1 bad guys, as Belgium is facing the USA Soccer team tonight. Our producer is watching that game more than this game, it seems like. As 0-1 count to Graves. That one is low. 1-1 count. Graves, sophomore this year, playing right field for the Bobcats today as Sorum fires in and gets the strike call there. 1-2 count. Just telling Dave, Belgium is who beat the United States in the last World Cup. I don't think I've eaten a Belgian waffle since then, and if it happens again, I'll boycott them for another 4 years. As Graves swings through strike 3 there. That's the second out of the inning. Bringing up the leadoff batter, Bristol Davis at the top of the order. 8th grader. Struck out to start the game. Was making contact, though, and fouled off a few before she got there. Davis came in batting .267, 24 hits this year. She watches that one high. Ball 1. 1-0 count. That's now 3 strikeouts for Sorum. She's got 1 in each inning so far. As Davis fires this one right back up the middle. She's going to end up on first base there. 7 steals, or excuse me, 6. If I can look at my score sheet right. As we take a look at that replay, all presented by Tyler Prashong, State Farm Agency. Davis has 5 steals on the year. Now we got Abby Jansen, the catcher, digging in as she hits that one to the outfield and gets it to drop right behind the second baseman Whitrig as Davis slides into second base there. That's 2 hits in a row for the Bobcats. Now the pitcher, Briley Danielson, digs in. Let's see if she can help her own case out. Maybe knock some batters home, get a 2-out rally going. Courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, Abby Jansen. Looks like it'll be number 4, Ella DeMonte. As there's a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, we now have pitcher Briley Danielson coming up for the Bobcats. Elise Sorum, the 8th grade pitcher for the Nevada Cubs. They allowed 1 hit before this inning, now back-to-back hits as Davis gets a liner up the middle and Jansen gets one to pop right over the second baseman, Whitrig. Danielson watches that one for strike 1. Danielson came in today batting .371 as she hits that one to the third baseman. Or excuse me, the shortstop, Hillman, couldn't quite field it as Davis kind of hurdled the ball there before it got to the shortstop. Davis comes around and scores. Jansen ends up on third base, and Danielson ends up on first. As we take a look at the replay and the play at home there as Bristol Davis slides in. It's all presented by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com. Faith Summerlot now digging in, the freshman, to see if she can keep this 2-out rally going. Because up next, we would love to have some base runners for Emma Stupp as Summerlot. She's feeling it too. Able to hit that one out to right field. DeMonte slides into third base while that's an overthrow. So DeMonte comes in on an overthrow. Or excuse me, DeMonte scored right away. Riley was able to get in on the overthrow. 2 runs cross the plate. It's now 4-1 Bobcats, and Summerlot ends up on second base from that overthrow as well. Emma Stupp now steps in. We saw a monster home run. We were talking about her home runs. Well, looks like they're going to intentionally walk her. They won't want any business with her swinging the bat. So Stupp's now on first base. Runner on first and second. Lauren O'Neill up to bat, the junior. She got a questionable strike 3 call against her in that last inning as she fouls the first one off. That's strike 1. Danielson able to score on the overthrow. DeMonte running for Jansen, able to come around as well. Bristol Davis scoring this inning. Bobcats are having themselves a 2-out rally as O'Neill swings through. Strike 2 here. 0-2 count now. O'Neill has 1 RBI so far this year. Would love to add to that total right here. Hit to the outfield. Brings Summerlot home. As she watches that one. 1-2 count here. As Sorum fires in the pitch. That one is hit to the outfield, but the right fielder Martin is able to corral it. Well, Bobcats get 3 runs, all 3 runs with 2 outs. So Bobcats are now up 4-0 here. We're going to head to the top of the 4th inning. Cubs vs. Cats right here on KFJB-TV.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because. Your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
Welcome back to KFJB-TV. Let's take a look at our regional scoreboard, all brought to you by Central State Bank with locations in Ames, State Center, and West Des Moines. Shout out Jeff Brooks back at the radio studio for the scores tonight. South Hardin 2, South Hamilton 0 in the 2nd inning. We got top of the 2nd, Urbandale and Centennial tied at 1 apiece. Final in Grinnell against Saydell. Grinnell 16, Saydell 1 in 3.5 innings. North Tama leads Baxter 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st. In Class 1A Region 3 first round, GMG falls to AGWSR 4-2. As first pitch here in the 4th inning from Riley Danielson. That's going to be a hit from Jory Hillman, who was up to bat when when Good was thrown out at the plate. She kind of just got caught stealing, really, home. There was no pass ball or anything. Wise was able to come up and get the short throw back to the catcher there, Jansen. Bunt is shown by Nicole Whitrig, as I imagine they want Hillman to move over to second base here. 1-0 count. She did not offer at that one. As Danielson winds and throws. This one was bunted, but bunted foul down the first baseline. We see Stupp moving up quickly for that, and Bristol Davis moving over to cover first base. As time's called, now head coach for the Nevada Cubs, Rhonda Meyer, talking with her batter here, Nicole Whitrig. The senior came in today batting .200 with the .360 on base percentage. Trying to lay down a bunt here with the 1-1 count. Looking to do it down the first baseline as she squares around again. This time the umpire calls it. Jansen throws down to second base, but O'Neill able to field it and kind of spikes the ball there. No damage done. 1-2 count. We're not throwing medicine balls here, working out. We reset here, 1-2 count. Runner Hillman now on second base. Let's see, she's not going to bunt with 2 strikes here. As she watches that one. That's another strike for Danielson, this time looking. First out of this inning. She's now up to 5 on the day. Bring up the freshman, Hope Casey. Casey came in today batting .300 with a .333 on-base percentage. She struck out in the first inning. As this one gets by Jansen. So 1-0 count, and Hillman now on third base off of the wild pitch. Danielson shakes it off here. She's having herself a good day so far. 5 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings as Casey fouls that one off down the first baseline. 1-1 count now. Casey, the designated player, batting for their starting pitcher today. Danielson winds here. 1-1 count. Casey swings through that one. Struck out swinging the last time she was up to bat. Danielson would love to do that again. As Danielson here winds and it's ready to throw another one. That one is popped up behind. Jansen had room but unable to get underneath it there. So 1-2 count still. Danielson has allowed 1 runner to make it to third base. That was the last inning. Now we have our second. See if she can get out of the jam again. As she throws in there. Casey is slow dribbler down the third baseline. Fielded and thrown high. Stupp unable to snow cone that one. So runner safe at first. Hillman comes around to score for the first run for the Cubs. As they're now officially on the scoreboard 4-1. As we see Danielson there barehanded and just throws it too high over to Stupp at first base. Hillman comes around to get the first run for the Cubs as they're finally on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard there. 4-1 in favor of the hometown Cats. As up next we have Jaden Malone, third baseman for the Cubs. Malone struck out there to start the second inning, and she's showing bunt already. As that one gets by Jansen, and Casey takes off for second, a big round there, but decides not to go to third base as Jansen finds it, and well, now 1-0 count. Or excuse me, 0-1 count. Malone showing bunt, pulls back. It's a 1-1 count somehow. Somehow we got there. She has tried to bunt twice. Jansen allowed the first pitch to get by her, which ended up with the runner on second base as Malone there swings and fouls that one off. So now it's 1-2. We're not going to see her bunt anymore. Runner on second base, only 1 out. She's probably just trying to push that runner to third base. See if they can't capitalize with 1 more run. So that one is high. Jansen able to corral it there. Looks at the runner, doesn't throw. As Casey is standing there on second base, taking some big leads. Danielson gets ready to wind and throw. That one is low. Watch for ball 3. Full count now. Danielson hasn't seen a lot of full counts. I believe this is her second full count since the first batter of the game. Or I should say this first one since then. Second one of the game, and she gets a strikeout on a looking strike there for the second out of the day. Runner on second here now, 2 outs. Tempe Karsrud coming up to the plate, the freshman. Came in today batting .281. Let's take a look at that strikeout there, as that was right on the outside of the plate. As that one is fouled off for strike one. I know a couple Bobcats that would say that outside is a strike, definitely for sure. Good to see it called both ways, as we now have an 0-1 count. Danielson has gotten the 2 outs herself, as both of them have been looking strikeouts. And Karsrud swings through that one right there. 0-2 count. Danielson looking to strike out the side. She came into the inning with 4 strikeouts on the day, up to 6. As she fires in. This one high and outside. Runner takes off Casey for third base. Well, Jansen fires down the line, able to get that in time. As we take a look at the replay here. All presented by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com. As Danielson fires the pitch, runner takes off. Jansen able to throw it in time. Wise makes the tag there, out number 3. Second inning that's ended with a runner being thrown out by the Bobcats. We now move to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-1 in favor of the Cats on KFJB-TV.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com.
Brown's Shoe Fit has a great selection of athletic footwear, including Hoka, Brooks, On Cloud, Birkenstock, and Taos. Brown's Shoe Fit can find the right shoe for every occasion for both men and women, including dress shoes, casual shoes, work boots, and more. They carry multiple sizes and widths to ensure the best fit for you. Their expert-friendly staff will take the time to give you the service you deserve. Brown's Shoe Fit, downtown Marshalltown, with you every step of the way.
Hannah Osgood digging in for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cats up 4-1 on our Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard up there, as Osgood takes ball 1. Osgood popped out to the second baseman there in the 2nd inning. Bobcats were able to do a 2-out rally in that last one, as Osgood takes strike 1. Then it wasn't by walks. It was all putting the ball in play, hitting them where the defense ain't, as Danielson, Jansen, and Davis all score in that last inning. Osgood there takes the pitch, pops it up. First baseman able to corral it for the first out of the inning. Olivia Wise coming up here for the Bobcats. She flew out to the right fielder in the 2nd inning. The 3rd inning there. Came in batting .375 this year. .457 on base percentage. So looking to get on base here, but she pops this one up as well, and the catcher able to catch this one. So 2 pitches in a row, 2 pop-ups, and 2 outs. Bobcats, well, they did most of their damage so far with 2 outs this game, so may as well get there right away in the first 2 batters. So we now have Leah Graves coming up to bat, the sophomore right fielder. Graves swings through the first pitch there, strike 1. She came in today batting .152 with a .263 on base percentage. Graves makes contact right to Whitrig, but Whitrig bobbles it, but is able to corral it just in time. That'll be a 4-3 out. It's a quick inning for Elise Sorum there on the mound for the Nevada Cubs. We'll start the 5th inning right here on KFJB-TV.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
Well, it's currently 4-1 up on our Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard here. It's 2-1 we hear in the World Cup game, Belgium beating the United States. Up to bat here for the Nevada Cubs to start the 5th inning. We're going to see Tempe Karsrud up to bat, the freshman. I know she was up to bat to end the inning, but Bobcats get another throw out to end the 4th inning there. That is just like they did in the 3rd inning. Got a runner stealing. So we'll get back to Tempe to start inning number 5 here. Then we'll see Brindley Hill along with Olivia Clausen as well. Briley Danielson still in the circle for the Bobcats. She ends up hitting Karsrud here. So she'll go to first base. That'll bring up Brindley Hill. Danielson has only hit 5 batters on the year, so that'll make 6. Must be sweating a little bit there in the pitcher's circle. As Brindley Hill up to bat, the 8th grader for the Nevada Cubs, looks to lay down a bunt. Unable to do so, so that one is a swinging strike. Brindley batting .270 on the year, .365 on base percentage, having herself a nice 8th grade season. I bet she's going to look to bunt again here. 0-1 count. Oh, she does not watch his strike 2 go by. 0-2 count. Forced to swing the bat at this point. As runner on first base here, Tempe Karsrud gets hit by the pitch to start the inning. As that one's low. Looked good from our angle here. Hill takes it. 1-2 count now. Hill playing center field for the Cubs. As Danielson fires in low again, trying to get her to chase. 2-2 count. Danielson 6 strikeouts on the game so far. Hill was one of them back in the 2nd inning. She ended the 2nd inning by watching strike 3. As that one is high. Full count. Jansen able to corral that one there. He's been able to catch every ball today, but made a big tag and a big throw out to end the last 2 innings. Danielson fires in. That one looked good and not good for the blue, as it's the first walk given up by Danielson tonight. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 5+ innings of work. Or excuse me, 4+. We're in the 5th inning. Olivia Clausen now up to bat, the junior catcher for the Cubs, as she fouls that one off. 0-1 count. Danielson, pitching wise, 61 walks, 75 strikeouts, has a much better ratio tonight. 6-1 so far. That one is called a strike. 0-2 count. Can she make it 7? As the catcher for the Cubs, Clausen, digs in here, junior this year. As Clausen swings through that one for strike 3, first base was occupied. No throw down needed. Now we got Addison Good coming up for the Nevada Cubs, left fielder, senior this year. Good was the one that tried stealing home and was thrown out to end the third inning. She broke, she finally got a hit. It was a slow dribbler right past Danielson, and O'Neill was able to get on base. First hit for the Cubs today. She faked a bunt there, but able to pull it back. 1-0 count. As she looks to lay down a bunt again. Pulls it back, though, and Danielson gets the strike call. 1 out. Karsrud on second. Hill on first. Good up to bat. 1-1 count. Danielson winds and throws as O'Neill unable to glove that screaming line drive that breaks the infield. Karsrud is able to get around from second base and scores. Hill, though, stops at second, while Good will be awarded a single there. Single and an RBI for her. Isla Martin now up to bat, the right fielder and the 9-hole hitter. So we take a look at that screamer. Yeah, not much you can do there when that one is flying right by you. That replay is all presented by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com. First pitch here is a ball to Martin. Martin playing a good right field, has a couple of putouts there as the Bobcats have made some solid contact throughout the day. Martin fouls that one off, though. Runner on first and second, only 1 out for the Cubs. They've cut into that lead now in the last 2 innings. They've scored 1 run. As that one is fouled off as well. 1-2 count here to the 9-hole hitter. Danielson really settled in there in the start the game, but recently has been hit a little bit. And she swings through that one. And foul tip, but caught by Jansen, so we'll call that one a strikeout. Second out of the inning, bringing up the top of the lineup, Jory Hillman. This is their big hitter. 4 home runs this year. I won't talk home runs, as when we did that for the Bobcats, Emma Stupp hit one. Hillman grounds it over to third base for an easy putout. A 5 putout for the third out. Cubs do score a run there. It's now 4-2, but it's in favor of the hometown Cats. Bottom of the fifth coming up after this.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
The Cubs have been able to score 1 run in each of the last 2 innings, so it's now 4-2. They're whittling their way back into this. Cats, though, start with the top of the lineup here in the 5th inning. Bristol Davis, the 8th grader, leading it off. Then catcher Abby Jansen and Briley Danielson in the hole. Cats, they did most of their damage in the 3rd inning as a 2-out rally where Davis, Jansen, and Danielson were able to cross the plate. Stupp hit a home run in the 2nd inning, a moonshot out in left center. She now has 9 home runs on the year. That's how the Bobcats have scored their runs as we take a look at this this home run by Stupp here. She gets all of it and more. As once you see her swing, you don't see the ball on the screen any longer. Davis digs in. Up against Elise Sorum, still pitching for the Cubs, and Davis grounds out to the second baseman there. 4-3 ground out on the first pitch of the inning. First out. Abby Jansen, the catcher, now up to bat. Jansen came in today batting .271 with a .369 on base percentage. Got a hit in the third inning as she watches that one for ball one. 1-0 count here. Danielson on deck, hoping to help her campaign as Jansen watches ball two. 2-0 count now. Jansen did come around and score in that third inning. Would love to get on base to do it again. Grounds it to the shortstop, Hillman, who fields it cleanly for a 6-3 ground out. Second out of the inning. Now the pitcher, junior Briley Danielson, up to bat. Danielson came in batting .371 with a .445 on base percentage. She also scored. I should say Jansen had DeMont score for her as she had a courtesy runner. Danielson, though, she did come around and score herself off of an overthrow error to third base. Sorum, the 8th grader, now 4 2/3 innings of work, fires in to her counterpart, Danielson, who swings through that. Now it's 0-2. Danielson so far this season has struck out 11 times, walked 12, 36 hits. As she fouls another one off. 0-2 count still. Sorum. Last strikeout came in the third inning. Only 3 so far tonight as that one is low. Danielson gets the first ball of the at-bat. Bobcats have gotten the ball in play, but last couple innings it's good fielding for the Cubs. Sorum throws in there. Danielson swings through. That's 3 up, 3 down for the Bobcats as Sorum strikes out Danielson, her counterpart, to end the 5th inning. We're on to the 6th now on News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome back to KFJB-TV. We've got a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank, with locations in Ames State Center and West Des Moines. Urbandale beating Ankeny Centennial 3-1 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. North Tama up 4-0 over Baxter in the top of the 4th. South Hamilton 4, South Hardin 2 in the 3rd inning. BCLUW and Linville Solely tied at 0. That one is in the 5th inning as well. Shout out Jeff Brooks, our radio producer and scoreboard extraordinaire. Also, David Braga, our on-site producer tonight, and Keith Stewart giving us the best camera angles here in Central Iowa. Nicole Whitrig up to bat, the second baseman for the Cubs, senior this season. She lined out to the second baseman and struck out looking so far today, as that one gets by for ball 1. Danielson ended that last inning with a strikeout. Hopefully she can take that into her pitching here, although she starts out quick, 2-0. 6th inning, we typically see the Bobcat pitchers go all 7, both Danielson and Stupp being the 2 pitchers. As Danielson winds there in the circle, Whitrig fouls that one off, so 2-1 count now. Cats would love to get a couple runs here, but This isn't hockey. The 2-run lead isn't the worst lead in sports. As Danielson fires in low again, 3-1 count. As Jansen has to track that one down a little bit. Danielson takes a deep breath and steps back in. As the junior gets ready to fire in, 3-1 count. Whitrig, though, she fires away and fouls that one off, so full count here. Danielson didn't see a lot of full counts in the first couple of innings, but now has seen 3 here in the last 3. As Whitrig there grounds it down the first baseline, but that one is called foul. Reset and do it again. Full count still. Whitrig is the second baseman for the Cubs. She digs into the right-hand batter box and fouls off another one there. By my count, upcoming pitch here will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat. She has been working hard so far, Danielson, this game. Does have quite a few strikeouts. Up to 8. As that one is her second walk of the day. Free base there to Nicole Whitrig. Hope Casey now up. She was thrown out trying to steal third in the 4th inning. That ended the 4th inning for the Bobcats. Casey digs in. And Danielson throws that one in. Casey hits the very first ball, but Davis throws it low to Stupp over at first base, who throws it across the diamond to Wise as Whitrig rounded hard. But Whitrig will stay at third. Casey will end up on second on the error from Davis. Davis not normally that second baseman there and fielded it with the runner moving right by her, so may have felt rushed a little bit, but E4 there. No outs, runner on second and third as Malone swings through that one. Yeah, just a low throw to Stupp there. Stupp gets it across the diamond, and Wise does a good job of keeping it in front of her. As that one is high, 1-1 count now. The crowd did not like that one. I think the crowd still wants the umps from last week for those high pitches. As Danielson fires in. Malone pops that one up to the second baseman. Davis able to field it. Fires in. Jansen not able to corral it at home plate, so Whitrig able to score. Casey moves over to third base, but they do get the fly out to the second baseman. As Davis fires in. Pretty good throw to Jansen there, but Jansen just unable to corral it, and that allowed Whitrig to score. Up next will be the 5-hole hitter, Tempe Karsrud. She is the freshman first baseman. A lefty for the Cubs. As we got a runner on third base still. Hope Casey's standing there. She is the tying runner as that one is fouled off. 0-1 count. That means our lead runner is up to bat right here. Bobcats got to tighten up. Only 1 out so far in the 6th inning. The Cubs keep scoring 1 run in each inning as Danielson pitches that one outside. 1-1 count. Danielson has looked good so far. She did surrender a couple of runs, but overall didn't get her first walk until the last inning. Got another one this inning as that one is fouled off. 1-2 count. Tempe Karsrud was hit by pitch in the 5th inning. She did come around and score, but also struck out in the 2nd inning, swinging strikeout. Danielson ready to wind and throw as she gets Karsrud there looking. Strike 3. That's number 9 on the day for Danielson as she is racking up the Ks today. A lot of backwards Ks as well, as she has 4 strikeouts with the batter looking. Brindley Hill, the 8th grader, is... Oh, looks like we get a pinch hitter coming in for her. She is the center fielder, so we'll have to watch for defensive substitution as well. We are.
For the Nevada Cubs, number 6, Cecilia Wilson.
They're going to have number 6 come in and pinch hit, Cecilia Wilson, the freshman. She bats .371 on the season with a .463 on base percentage. Surprised to not see her in the starting lineup. 26 hits, so this isn't a fluke. She seems to get some sort of playing time. Danielson fires in and gets strike 1 called. Wilson has 1 home run on the season as well. 3 doubles, 13 RBIs. Looking to pick up number 14 right here. As she swings through that one. Cecilia Wilson, the freshman. A lot of pressure right here in the top of the 6th inning to try and at least tie up the game. 4-3 in favor of the Cats at the moment. Danielson fires in and gets the swinging strikeout. Jansen drops it but is able to fire over to first base. That is strikeout number 10 for Danielson tonight, and that couldn't have come at a bigger moment. Cubs strand a runner on third base. 4-3 in favor of the Bobcats. We'll see them come up to bat with Faith Summerlot right here on KFJB-TV.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social. And that's just on the inside. Step outside and enjoy patio life at Gutter Point with drinks, shuffleboard, live music, and fun atmosphere. Follow Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to plan your next visit to the place for fun.
Back in on News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM. We saw Briley Danielson there get 2 strikeouts to end the inning, leaving the runner stranded on third base there. So still 4-3 in favor of the good guys here as the Bobcats have the lead coming into the bottom of the 6th inning. Faith Summerlot, Emma Stupp, Lauren O'Neill will be up to bat in this inning. Cats could use a couple insurance runs here as they head into the final 7th inning after this. And this is the part of the lineup. Well, excuse me, it was the top of the lineup that did most of the damage, but Emma Stupp with the home run in the 2nd inning and intentionally walked as well there in the 3rd inning. She's going to get another crack at it here to see if she can't maybe get Summerlot around to score if she gets on base. Faith Summerlot, the freshman this year, batting .280, .333 on base percentage coming into tonight. She flew out to the right field there and was able to get a nice hit out to right field. Able to drive in a run as she watches the first one there for ball 1. We also have a pitching change for the Nevada Cubs. Number 9, Georgia Harrington in, the 8th grader. And when you have a pitching change, we also going to remind you, is it time to change out your air filter? Check out the planned service programs from Ethington Heating and Cooling that helps ensure your heating and cooling systems are ready to go. Ethington Heating and Cooling, they're not comfortable until you are. As Harrington fires in there, it's now a 2-1 count to Summerlot, and this press box could really use an Ethington Heating and Cooling AC unit. That's all I'm saying. These last 2 games, Dave. Summerlot digs in, 2-1 count. And swings through that one high. 2-2 count now. We got Georgia Harrington, another 8th grader, pitch in for the Cubs today. Try and close out maybe the last 2 innings as Summerlot fouls that one off. Harrington, 48 innings pitched so far this year, 23 strikeouts, 70 walks, so very susceptible to giving up free bases. 2-2 count. Bobcats should let her struggle if that's the case, as it's 3-2 count to her first batter. 70 walks to 24 strikeouts. So she does put batters on. As Summerlot, though, swings through that one for the first out of the inning. Emma Stupp now. Monster home run earlier tonight. Intentionally walked the other time she was up to bat. She put the Cats on the board first. Walked again here. So they don't want a piece of Stupp at all. 2 intentional walks. The Barry Bonds treatment. It's a pretty good stat sheet. 1 for 1 with 2 walks. That is literally what Barry Bonds was doing when I was a child. As number 10 now, Lauren O'Neill up to bat with a runner on. Be great to get her moved over 90 feet any which way as she swings and fouls off the first one. 0-1 count here. O'Neill has been kind of all around the lineup. We've seen her in the 4-hole as well this season as she watches that one. 0-2 count. Junior this season, battling the 8th grader in the circle. Stupp on first base. 0-2 count. O'Neill able to keep battling there as she fouls that one off the Bobcat dugout. Even when they're batting, does not look like a very full dugout tonight. I think three players or so are not here today with other commitments. We like active players. 0-2 count here to Lauren O'Neill. As Harrington fires in, O'Neill fouls. All 3 of her foul balls have been down that first baseline, so she's just behind the pitch here. As it stays 0-2, so that's one positive going on. She is staying alive with this one and seeing more pitches. As O'Neill digs in here in that right-handed batter's box. Watches that one low. 1-2 count now. This will be pitch number 6 on this at-bat. As she keeps fouling them away to stay alive. Harrington here winds. Gets set. As O'Neill gets underneath that one, fouls another one away. 1-2 count here. She's seeing the ball. Love to see one fly out to the outfield. Get some more Bobcat runners on base here. 1-2 count still as the 8th grader gets set to wind and throw. O'Neill able to get one. This one goes out to right field. And Martin was able to get underneath that one as that's going to be an F9 flyout. O'Neill had been fouling him off to that right side the entire at-bat. Was able to get one, though, to the outfield. Stupp ends up staying at first base, so it's now 2 outs. Hannah Osgood, center fielder, up to bat for the Bobcats. Georgia Harrington, only base runner so far she's surrendered is an intentional walk to Stupp as she gets that one to pop up right back to her. Well, that's 3 outs for the Bobcats. We're going to get to the 7th inning here as the Bobcats are in the lead on your Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. 4-3, Cats over Cubs. 7th inning after this.
Looking for a financial partner that puts you first? At Lennox Employees Credit Union, we're more than just a place to bank. We're part of your team. From low-interest loans and great savings rates to personalized service you can trust, we're here to help you reach your goals. Join the credit union that understands what matters most, because we're built by employees for employees. Stop by Lennox Employees Credit Union today at 1004 East Main in Marshalltown, or visit lennoxecu.com to get started. Lennox Employees Credit Union, where your success is our mission. Member NCUA.
Well, Coach Dahlke is going to trust her junior to go back out there and complete this game. Danielson back on the mound here. 3 more outs, and it's a Bobcat victory, as the Bobcats are unable to add any insurance runs there in the bottom of the 6th inning. We do have a World Cup update here. Looks like I'm not going to be eating Belgian waffles for the next 4 years again. 3-1 Belgium over the U.S., and Captain America Pulisic has also been hurt. So not looking good for them in the moment, but it is looking good for the Bobcats here tonight. Olivia Clausen, Addison Good, Isla Martin is who we expect to be batting for the Nevada Cubs here. The bottom 3 batters. Danielson has had pretty good luck against all 3 of them today. Let's see if she can continue that, as the first one is in for a ball. Dave also reminded me there's Belgian chocolate too, but that's not going to happen, Dave. I can't give that up. So, no more waffles. As that one is fouled off, 1-1 count here to Olivia Clausen, the catcher for the Cubs. Danielson having herself overall a good night on the mound. Yeah, there's 3 earned runs here, but there's also 10 strikeouts to just 2 walks, so she has definitely dominated the Cubs lineup. As the 1-1 pitch is a little high and tight. 2-1. Austin didn't move much there. I think she was wanting to get hit. The old Craig Biggio mentality. Clausen has had a good day catching behind the plate for the Cubs. As that one is fired in there for a strike. Danielson now ties the count up 2-2. Clausen so far popped up to the second baseman and struck out in the 5th inning. And she is swinging strikeout here in the 7th inning. 1 down, 2 to go here for the Bobcats. We see Addison Good coming up to bat, number 11, the left fielder. She's a senior this season. She got a hit in the 3rd inning, but was thrown out at the plate. So got a hit in the 5th inning. As Danielson fires in. And that one is called a strike. That is that outside pitch he has seemed to like tonight. And a few Bobcats would say, yeah, that's definitely a strike. So 0-1 count here. As she swings through that one, Addison down to her final strike here. Danielson feeling it now. She's actually struck out the last 3 batters she's faced. But 7th inning, there's no runner on 3rd base as she gets another swinging strike here. 2 batters up, 2 strikeouts. That one on 3 pitches. Ilsa Martin up to bat now. She's the junior right fielder. Briley is feeling it. 4 strikeouts in a row. She's up to 12 on the night. And can't quite get the first call or first ball strike there. 1-0 pitch here to Isla Martin. Martin Jr. batting 146, 205 on base percentage coming into tonight. Grounded out to the 3rd baseman and struck out so far. As Martin swings through that one. 1-1 count now. Danielson was real good at the beginning of the game and is closing it out real good as well, as that one is high. 2-1 count here. Bobcats in the lead 4-3. Cubs are down to their final out with their 9-hole batter up. If they can get a runner, they flip it to the top of the lineup, and Hillman, who is their stud at the plate, as Danielson, that one is low, 3-1 now. Martin so far this season, she has 19 strikeouts to only 2 walks, so she will swing the bat. Get it over the plate, Danielson, and let her take care of the work. As that one, Martin pops it up behind first base, and Davis runs over from the second base position, able to corral it there for the final out of the game. The Bobcats get the victory, 4-3 over the Nevada Cubs. Emma Stubbs gets a big home run. The Bobcats have a 2-out rally here in the 3rd inning. And the defense, Davis, able to catch it here. Not quite a snow cone, but they all deserve snow cones after that game. Bobcats get the victory here, 4-3. Up next, we have the Locker Room Report, all presented by Wells Fargo Advisors. James Hunt and Jeff Isgrig, located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Coming up right after this.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Looking for top-notch eye care close to home? Eye Care Associates, with offices in Marshalltown, Conrad, and Toledo, has proudly served Central Iowa since 1990. Their expert team provides eye exams for all ages, designer frames, contact lens fittings, and treatment for glaucoma, cataracts, and other eye conditions. With advanced technology, a welcoming staff, and convenient online booking, your next visit is easier than ever. Visit visionsource-marshalltowneyecare.com today. Eye Care Associates, your vision is their priority.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, powered by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Welcome into the Locker Room Report, all presented by Wells Fargo Advisors. James Hunt and Jeff Isgrig, located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Cats get a big win tonight as they now move to 16-20 on the season. Nevada Cubs still trying to get that 10th win on the year. They dropped to 9-19 after the Cats win 4-3 today. Well, Emma Stubb gets a big home run to start things for the Bobcats, followed up in the next inning, a 2-out rally that scores Davis, Jansen, and Danielson. And I shouldn't say Jansen. Jansen gets the hit, but Ella DeMont comes in as the pinch runner, is able to come around and score for the Cats. The 4 runs all come in the 2nd and 3rd inning, and then the Cats actually couldn't do much after that at all. As the last 3 innings, their only base runner is an intentional walk to Emma Stubb. So they got their runs early when they needed them and could not score towards the end of the game, getting those insurance runs, but they weren't needed. The Cubs, though, a little bit opposite for them. It was the 4th and 5th inning, 4th, 5th, and 6th inning where they did their damage. 1 run in each of those innings, but Riley Danielson tonight, what a night out in the circle as she racks up 12 strikeouts to just 2 balls, 2 earned runs tonight. One came in off of an error, and so a great night for the junior on the mound. She also helps herself by scoring when she's at the plate too. So Danielson had herself a great night tonight on the pitching mound, and that's really kind of the difference. When the Cubs did get their runners on base, they they were able to get him around to score, but twice Danielson was able to end the inning with a runner standing on third base, either a strikeout and another time the runner was thrown out at home. So some good defense behind her, as well as we take a look here at our Tyler Prashong State Farm Agency replay of that throw out at home that helped the Bobcats close out. What inning was that? We're going to close out the third inning with that one. It was Addison Good thrown out at home plate here as she just tried to take off for it. Jansen puts a great tag down. So Bobcats able to get the victory tonight, 4-3. We'll continue with the locker room report coming up right after this.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, powered by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Report, all presented by Wells Fargo Advisors. James Hunt and Jeff Isgrig, located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Well, it's an exciting game today as Bobcats get the victory here, 4-3 over the Nevada Cubs. We're going to take a look now at our Lily Mae Sweet Play of the Game, presented by Lily Mae Chocolates. Handmade, hand-dipped since 1939, always open at lilymaechocolate.com. Well, it's that play that we showed right before we took a break there. The throw out at home as Jansen applies the tag. Jansen throws it to Wise, who is moving down the baseline, as we saw with that angle there. And that really kind of makes the difference as we... well, that was a Bristol Davis shot right up the middle there. Also a pretty sweet play of the game. But our actual sweet play is the throw out at home from Wise as Jansen, we see, pops up, checks down. Wise, we saw moving up there, and I think that shorter throw really is what makes the tag so sweet. That's our Lily Mae Sweet Play of the Game, all presented by Lily Mae Chocolates. Handmade, hand-dipped since 1939. Always open at lilymaechocolate.com. Athlete of the Week. We got our announcement coming up right after this on KFJB-TV.
Brown's Shoe Fit has a great selection of athletic footwear, including Hoka, Brooks, On Cloud, Birkenstock, and Tomesch. Brown's Shoe Fit can find the right shoe for every occasion for both men and women, including dress shoes, casual shoes, work boots, and more. They carry multiple sizes and widths to ensure the best fit for you. Their expert-friendly staff will take the time to give you the service you deserve. Brown's Shoe Fit, downtown Marshalltown, with you every step of the way.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown. With their extensive inventory, you're sure to make a winning selection when you shop McGregor's for your bedroom, living room, and dining room furnishings. McGregor's has the right play for every room in your home. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is proud to be your locally owned and operated furniture store since 1896 and very proud to support Bobcat Athletics again this season. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, powered by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Back in on the Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV, all presented by Wells Fargo Advisors. We're now going to get a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank with locations in Ames, State Center, and West Des Moines. Shout out Brooks for the scores. Final score, BCLUW 4, Linville Solely 0. South Hamilton 11 over South Hardin with 4 in the 5th inning. Class 1A Region 3 first round final, North Tama 4, Baxter 0. Urbandale up over Ankeny Centennial 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Roland Story beat Clarksville 4-3. Game 2 final, Ottumwa 13, Cedar Rapids Jefferson 3. In Class 2A Region 2 first round, Earlham beats Colfax Mingo 12-2. Again, that's our Central State Bank scoreboard update with locations in Ames, State Center, and West Des Moines. Now to our athletes of the week. Well, it's Monday, so we haven't announced this week yet. We do that on Tuesdays. Check out our social media pages for the announcement this week, but we will have some more games. We'll talk about them here on KFJB-TV. Also want to remind you, though, we got a special Bobcat Live coming up later this month. Kyle Smith, Nick Wise, Preston Johnson were the boys named for Athletes of the Year. On the girls' side, we have Claire Bonzer, Harper Wilson, and Georgia Jansen. So we'll announce the winners. Bobcat Live, July 23rd. Do I have that right, Dave? He's nodding and giving me the thumbs up. So that is coming up at Wayward Social for Athletes of the Year. But I want to give a shout out because Athletes of the Week is presented by Opa Grill of Marshalltown. Greek and traditional favorites, all you have to say is Opa. Also Adlin Engraving and Screen Print Company of Marshalltown. More than just t-shirts and hoodies, Adlin Engraving 24.com. Coming up, we will talk to the head coach Madeline Dahlke after the victory tonight. Cats 4, Cubs 3 here on KFJB-TV.
A rainbow, a big, beautiful arch you can't quite reach. Kind of like the closed Center Street Viaduct in Marshalltown. But unlike that rainbow, there's a treasure waiting at the end. It's Opa Grill on the north end of the viaduct, serving up incredible Mediterranean and American favorites for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. With over 40 years of experience, their family is proud to bring you authentic flavor, friendly service, and a meal worth a slight detour. At Opa, quality isn't an accident. It's tradition. Find your treasure today at Opa Grill.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, powered by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Back in on KFJB-TV in the Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors. We now have our post-game coaches interview, which is presented by Century Plumbing, specializing in service plumbing in Marshalltown. Head coach Madeline Dahlke with us, 4-3 victory. What's the first thought after the game here?
First thought is Briley Danielson is really what held us in that game. That is probably one of the best games she has pitched all season. I'm extremely proud of her.
Yeah, 12 strikeouts tonight. That's not normally her MO, but it was tonight, and a lot of looking strikeouts as well. Good at the very beginning of the game, but really good when it mattered at the end of the game. And with runners on, she ended a couple of innings with runner on third base. I mean, the grit, the grind, and really the composure to stay there. She had it all game.
Yeah, absolutely. She really worked through mental toughness tonight. Like I said, really proud of her. We pitched a lot of different stuff tonight. We really worked those counts, and it worked on her favor, and she did her job, and she did it well.
Yeah, defense showed up, couple of throwouts, one at home plate, which was our sweet play of the game, as well as one down to third base, too. What can you just say about the defense overall?
Yeah, defense was great tonight. Our defense was probably one of our better nights. Abby did great behind the plate. She was a wall. Like you said, she got that ball, that tag out at home, and she threw that girl out at 3. She was heads up on all these plays. Our defense was top tier tonight.
And you shook up the infield a little bit with Davis at second and Wise at third. Wise, on that throw out, was able to move up and make that a shorter throw, which I also think helped get that tag down sooner. But a little bit shake up, and it still held through. Offensive side, I said it before she hit the home run. 1 out of 8 at-bats, or 1 out of 5 at-bats is a home run for her. That's even better ratio. Again, hitting one on KFJB-TV. Is there anything else you can say about Emma Stupp so far this year that you haven't said?
She can hit. She can hit, and she hits when we need her to hit the most. Wish she could have hit a little more tonight, but all those intentional walks. But she did her job.
Yeah.
She scared him, so can't ask for anything more.
She had the Barry Bonds stat line with 1-for-1 home run and 2 intentional walks this evening. But the top of the lineup, 2-out rally there, getting Davis, Jansen, and Danielson all to cross the plate in the 3rd inning. You were able to string it together. But again, the composure with the at-bats, with 2 outs out there, what were you telling your team? Just stay locked in?
Yeah, just start a rally. Softball is easy when you're having fun, and when you add a lot of pressure on yourself, the girls don't have fun. When parents add a lot of pressure, they don't have fun. So it's really my job to try to keep them calm, and they can do it. So if I believe in them, they believe in themselves.
Yeah, so 16-20 on the season. We got 2 more regular season games. What do you see out of the Trojans tomorrow night?
Well, what I see is hopefully 2 wins. That's all I care about. We just got to go up there and win. We got to play Bobcat softball, so we got to hit. We got to have the defense we had tonight. We got to have the pitching. We can't play it down. We got to keep playing up. So it's a mental grind.
And is that the same kind of thought process then heading into Thursday against Des Moines East, a team you've seen unbeaten already?
Yes, it is. And Des Moines East had some good plays, and their center fielder, she's a good player. And there was a couple close innings in that game. So just because we beat them doesn't mean anything. The girls have to go in ready to play as if we've never played them before.
Yeah, we saw Mason City come here. You guys beat them at their place. They come here, beat you at our place here. So any given day, that is for sure. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming by and talking with us tonight. And all season long, it's been a lot of fun to follow the Bobcats. We'll miss you tomorrow in Waterloo, but we'll see you back here Thursday night for that playoff game. So appreciate the time.
Thank you.
That's our post-game interview, all presented by Century Plumbing, specializing in service plumbing here in Marshalltown. When we come back, we'll wrap it up on KFJB-TV.
When you need a plumber quickly, try Century Plumbing of Marshalltown. We specialize in service plumbing, not new construction or large remodels, so we get to our customers faster, from clogged drains to water heaters and everything in between. We can help with a guaranteed appointment and quality, efficient service. I'm Sarah, co-owner of Century Plumbing, and I'd love to book your appointment today. Call 641-750-0108. That's 641-750-0108.
Good call tonight, man. You too? You think what I'm thinking? Let's go to Legends for a Bobcat burger.
Hi, guys. What are we hungry for today?
I think we're going to do 2 Bobcat burgers. Whether it's pre-game or post-game.
Or during the game, it's Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, powered by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown.
Welcome back to News Talk 1230 KFJB AM and 93.9 FM. I'm Zach Tomesch on the call tonight, joined with Jeff Brooks in our radio studio, our on-site producer David Braga, and our cameraman Keith Stewart. Transportation for today's game was all provided by Carl Auto Group of Marshalltown. Carl is your dealer for life. And I'm looking, we had a lot of foul balls tonight, Dave, but we have no broken windows. So I think we, knock on wood, we made it through the regular season here. Playoffs coming up. We'll see if we can make it through that as well with no broken windows. But we appreciate Carl Auto Group for transportation tonight. We'll wrap it up, actually, right after this.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique, and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown. With their extensive inventory, you're sure to make a winning selection when you shop McGregor's for your bedroom, living room, and dining room furnishings. McGregor's has the right play for every room in your home. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is proud to be your locally owned and operated furniture store since 1896 and very proud to support Bobcat Athletics again this season. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown.
And then we take a look at the baseball scoreboard over there. Looks like the Nevada Cubs are up 5-4 in the top of the 6th inning over the Marshalltown Bobcats. But 4-3 here on the softball diamond as the Bobcats get the victory tonight here on KFJB-TV. I want to now take a look at our KFJB upcoming broadcast. We'll have regional softball against Des Moines East on Thursday night starting at 7 o'clock. And then sub-state baseball will be Friday at 7. I know if the girls win on Thursday, they'll end up playing on Saturday. So we're hoping that we get a victory against Des Moines East so we can provide you with some more content Saturday as well. Then baseball down in Johnson. It's going to be a tough one for the Bobcats to get a victory there. But any given Sunday, anything can happen. And I am getting informed right now from our on-site producer. It'll be at DCG, Dallas Center Grimes, on Saturday if the softball team wins. So those are our upcoming broadcasts. I want to give a shout-out now to our KFJB-TV crew as myself, the announcer, Zach Tomesch tonight, our TV producer, on-site producer, David Braga, camera crew, Keith Stewart, and our radio producer, scoreboard extraordinaire, Jeff Brooks, back at the KFJB studio. We appreciate you watching with us tonight. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also that little bell to give you notifications anytime we go live. Brandon does some Bobcat chats after dark, as well as we got our upcoming Bobcat Live on July 23rd at Wayward Social, where we're going to announce the Athletes of the Year as well. Athletes of the Week being announced tomorrow night on our social media pages. One more time, Emma Stupp. Just get all of it. All of it, as she helps the Bobcats get the victory tonight, 4-3 over the Nevada Cubs. I'm Zach Tomesch, and you're watching KFJB-TV.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is powered by First Rate Real Estate, Adland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Assured Partners, Brown's Shoe Fit, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, Eye Care Associates, Hy-Vee Marshalltown, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, Marshalltown School District, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, Sports Plus, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Wayward Social, Wells Fargo Advisors.